Kilo Mike 4 Alpha India Delta.
Kilo Mike 4 did. What's the name there?
The handle here is Dave. Diamonds are very expensive.
Roger, Roger, Dave. What radio are you running, sir?
I'm on an FT-102, and I have talked to you before. I have changed from my MD1 mic, and I have a Heil PR781G on it right now, and I was wondering how it sounded.
Sounds pretty good. Now, I would suggest maybe just a click or two on the bottom end addition. Just two more, excuse me, 2 more clicks of bottom end EQ. Can you do that?
I have to pull the radio out of where it is and turn it up on its side. The control for that is underneath. It's not an easy thing to do.
Roger. Okay, then just come 2 inches closer to your mic, to your radio. Just work your mic 2 inches closer than where you were.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, I have a pop shield in front of my mic. It made me back off of the mic on my other radio. I normally run this mic on a FTDX 1200.
Roger. Yeah. Well, proximity effect works backwards too. The proximity effect on the microphone is the closer you work it, the more bass buildup you have. So in lieu of cranking in 2 clicks of bottom end EQ, just to work your radio a couple of inches, work your microphone a couple of inches closer, Roger.
Yeah, Roger on that. All right, there. I just got up on it, so you should be getting more bass than you had before. I did move the pop shield away from it, so it could have changed it a little.
Yeah, you don't want to move that pop filter. Your foam windscreen, is that what you're saying?
I have it's called a pop shield. It's a round, I'm going to say 5-inch shield that goes in front of my microphone. To keep me from getting anything on it. It works the same as a windscreen.
Oh, Roger. Well, I do prefer the foam windscreens because they, it's impossible to get in back of them. A lollipop, you can get up underneath it, but it's just a personal preference that I have of using foam windscreens, Roger.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, I understand that. And this is not the mic that I'm going to normally use on this radio. I have an MD1 that I normally use. And actually, you helped me set it up. I have turned the bass up for that mic. But like I said, I just swapped over. I wanted your opinion on the way this sounded. And I do appreciate it. Because I've listened to you enough. I value your opinion.
Roger. Now you might want to reconsult your ALC. Might want to reconsult your ALC. You might be just a little hot now that you're working a little closer. So just take your mic gain and readjust your ALC from mid-scale to 2/3 operation, Roger.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, okay. I took my mic gain down just a little bit.
Yeah, Roger. Sounds nice now. You're cooking with gas now, Roger.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, I bought this radio because I have friends of mine that have them, and I liked the way they sounded on the air. So I had the opportunity to purchase one that was in museum quality condition. I got it restored, and I've had it on the air since April of this year.
Roger. I do really like the foam windscreens. They just take out so much. I can still hear a little trash in there, way down, but I can still hear it. And you wouldn't have that if you had a foam windscreen. So if you get a chance and you want to do an experiment, if you're passing by your local music store, run in and grab yourself a foam windscreen. I think they're like $5 or so, and just try that out. I think you'd really like it, Roger.
Yeah, Roger on that. All I have to do is remember where I have my spare when here in the shack and see if it'll fit this mic, because I have a foam windscreen on my MD100.
Yeah, I think one size pretty much fits all, one way or the other, Roger.
Yeah, Roger on that. All right. Well, I'll get it rounded up and slide it over, and we'll go from there, and I thank you. I think you do a great help for a lot of people on the air. None of us know what we sound like until somebody with an experienced ear can explain it to us. With that, Jim, I wish you a Merry Christmas, and I'll say 7-3. This is KM4AID.
Roger, KM4, I thought it was DID. KM4AID, is that a Roger?
That's a Roger. Kilo Mike 4, Alpha India Delta.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. And 3's to you, sir. Sounding good. This is KC9VKV, and today, for the first time, we're running 2 separate transmit and receive radios. My ELMER is constantly raising the learning performance bar, so today and for the next few weeks, we'll be using our normally highly modified ST990 as the transmit radio and an ICOM 7300 as the receive radio. The idea being that the 7300 has a lot newer receive technology, and that's what we will be evaluating for the next few weeks. And we've had to build a special new automatic antenna mute switch to keep transmit RF from our kilowatt amp and dipole antenna out of the 7300 front end, running the large twin 10-foot vertical magnetic loop antennas. So it's interesting that we are now running those two radios. I think we've got the 7300 kind of peaked out as far as RF gain and all that stuff, because we run a very light RF front end on our receivers, so we don't have a lot of AGC compression to modify the signal. We want to capture the signal as perfect as possible, and then post it up on YouTube so folks can come by YouTube and do a call letter search of Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, and that will take them to our Qso-Vlog page. We're running about 850 air checks at the moment. You'll be looking for one called My Group Air Check 122019. My Group Air Check 122019, today's date. This is KC9VKV listening.